Hey everybody, it's Alonzo Morris III, board certified pastoral counselor specializing in marriage and family counseling, and you're tuned into It Could All Be So Simple, where we provide strategies and solutions for complications in relationships. And today I want to talk about being stuck in Egypt. You physically made it out of Egypt, but is Egypt still inside of you? Egypt represents a place of slavery. It represents a place of bondage. It represents a place of being stuck physically, emotionally, and mentally. Now, you may not be in that abusive relationship. You may not be in that pleasurable relationship. Whatever the relationship was for you, the experience that you had in it, you may not physically be there anymore. And you're in a new situation. You're in a new marriage. You're in a new dating relationship. But you're finding yourself struggling. You're finding yourself in a place where you just can't move forward. You're finding yourself still remembering and still being in nostalgia. You're finding yourself still having desires that's connected to an old thing, an old place, and an old situation, and it's keeping you from moving forward and it's keeping you from moving on. If you find yourself struggling to forgive, if you find yourself struggling to be free from the memories and the pleasures or even the abuse that you were still in, then you're still stuck in Egypt. You're still stuck in a place where you're not physically there, but you're still mentally and emotionally and spiritually there. See, the problem with the children of Israel, God brought them out of Egypt in the book of Exodus, but they wanted to go back. They thought that their current situation was so dire that it was better to be enslaved. And so they found themselves struggling to be present in the moment where they found themselves in. And so if you're physically, if you're remembering and desiring and you're struggling to move forward and to move on from past situations while you're in a current situation, then you're still stuck in Egypt. You've had a physical exodus, but you're still mentally, emotionally, and spiritually tied to it or to them. But here's some solutions. Right now, in your current situation, whether you're married, whether you're dating, I want you to celebrate where you are right now. Yes, celebrate where you are right now. The second thing that I want you to do, I want you to focus more on your wins rather than your losses. If you're always focusing on what went wrong, who did it, how it happened, what you lost, what you had to let go, what you had to move on from, then you're not celebrating the victories that you're seeing right now. You're not celebrating the wins that are happening in your life right now. The fact that you're not in that relationship anymore or not in that place anymore simply means that God did not have it for you for this season of your life. Whether it was a good or bad relationship, it ended for a reason. There's a purpose in that process of no longer being there. And if you're always focusing on what you lost or what went wrong or how it went wrong, then you cannot focus on your wins, and then you can't celebrate your now. The third thing that I want you to do, I want you to forgive you for you. Yes, part of the thing that is holding you back, that you're struggling, that's causing you to struggle right now, is because you haven't forgiven yourself. You haven't forgiven yourself of the role you played in that process or that relationship. You haven't forgiven yourself for the failures. You haven't forgiven yourself for what went wrong or why it ended in the first place. And so now you need to forgive you. The fourth thing I want you to do, forgive them for you and not for them. Yes, that's what I said. You're forgiving them for yourself and not for them, because forgiveness has nothing to do with the other person. It has everything to do with me and my peace of mind and my emotional stability. So forgive them for you and not for them. Here's the fifth thing. Give yourself a pass so that you can learn from your future. If you don't forgive yourself and you're not forgiving them, then you're not giving yourself a pass. Yes, you messed up. Yes, something went wrong. But guess what? Life continues. You can start over afresh, but you gotta give yourself a pass. And the last thing that I want to leave you with, the last solution I want you to leave you with, Set goals for your now and for your next. Yes, if you're always looking back, then you're going to be stuck. Embrace your now. Set goals for what you want to do now, as well as setting goals for your next so that you can exit well. I don't want you to be stuck in Egypt. It's time to get out of Egypt mentally and emotionally and spiritually so that you can enjoy your now. Enjoy the relationship you're in now. Enjoy the marriage that you're in now so that your struggles can be over. You've tuned into It Can All Be So Simple, where we provide strategies and solutions for complications in relationships. I pray this was a blessing to you.